Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. We got 15 matchups on this NBA slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells, guys. Check out all my betting links in the description below, guys. If you haven't already, go ahead and sign up with Novig, available in 42 states. It definitely makes it the most accessible sports book in the United States. So check it out. There is no house. So the lines are really good. You get to make your own lines too. So if you guys like to do single bets, you're going to make a lot more money over time on Novig just because you're not losing that juice and tax pretty much on every bet. So take advantage of that, guys, in the description below. Use the code SPPICS when you guys sign up to get a deposit bonus. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Huge slate today, 15 matchups. Listen, today I really do hate the last two games of the season here. It's the hardest to bet on for like most of the games, not all the games, but there's going to be a lot of people sitting out today, guys. So just be wary of that today and the next game, should be like the last weekend of basketball here. So just be wary. Do not lock bets in early. Do not do that, guys, because you'll be disappointed when the whole team ends up sitting after you locked it in and the line just shifts the other way. So be very wary of that. A lot of people resting. First matchup, we've got the Atlanta Hawks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Hawks opening up as a 10.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 239.5. Hawks coming into this matchup 38-42. The Sixers 24-56. Head-to-head, the Hawks 3-0 in the last three head-to-head meetings. 2-1 covering the spread. The Hawks, they are coming off a big Brooklyn win yesterday, 133-109. Sixers, they're coming off a Wizards win, their first win in a very long time. Atlanta, 3-6 covering against Philly, 2-4 covering on the road against the Sixers here. Obviously, the numbers for the Sixers are pretty bad. Looking at the standings, there's nothing that really matters for this game. Hawks are in 8th place. Technically, like, they can't do anything better. So they can't get a 6 seed and get a top 6 seed. So they're going to be in a play-in regardless if they're winning this game or losing. So it doesn't do anything for them. It just matters who the match they're going to play. And they're either going to play the Magic, Bulls, or Heat, which to me, those are all, and the Hawks, all four of those teams are the same team, really. When you think about it, look at it. They're all the same team. So, I don't think resting your starters or playing them is going to matter at all. So, I don't know. I feel like Atlanta, they have no incentive to maybe play Trae Young today. It really doesn't matter. They're coming off a big game last night. I don't know. To me, it makes no sense to play their starters. We'll see if they do. But I'll take a shot with the Sixers plus 10.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Detroit Pistons. Detroit opening up as a 5.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 228.5. Bucks coming into this matchup 47-34. Detroit 44-36. Head-to-head, the Bucks are 10-0 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings here. They've been very good against them. The Bucks, they are on a 6-game winning streak coming off a Pelicans win. Detroit coming off a Knicks win last night. Milwaukee, yeah, the numbers are great. They are 14-0 on the road against Detroit. Looking at Detroit, so the Bucks are up 2 on Detroit right now, and Detroit's got the 6th seed locked in. They can't lose their 6th seed. I'm gonna see how many games they have left. If the Bucks are gonna rest their starters today, because if Detroit can't pass them, okay, so Detroit. This is funny. Their last 2 games of the season, they are playing the Bucks in back-to-back games. So this is very interesting here because the Bucks are only 2 games up on Detroit. If Bucks lose their last 2 games of the season, and Pistons beat Bucks back-to-back games, now we got a tie for 5th and 6th, and maybe, I don't know who wins the tiebreaker. Pistons could potentially take the 5th spot. Let's see how many games the Bucks have left. Yeah, so they just play Detroit. So this is very interesting here. Having Bucks being dogs on the road, man, I don't know. These numbers are amazing for the Bucks here. I'm very concerned with if we're going to see Giannis today. I don't know. Just looking at this, it would make sense for the Bucks to not want to, unless they don't care. Listen, I don't know. It's all speculation at this point. Maybe they're fine with being fifth or sixth. It doesn't really matter, and they want Giannis to get rest because with how dominant they've been, I feel like the spread should not be the way it is unless they're going to be resting people. So if the Bucks are going to be resting people today, I'll take the Pistons -5.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Orlando Magic versus the Indiana Pacers. Pacers opening up as a 7.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 218.5. Magic coming into this matchup 40-40. The Pacers 49-31. Head-to-head, the Magic 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. The Magic on a 4-game winning streak coming off a Boston win. Pacers, they're coming off a Cavs win yesterday. They're on a 6-game winning streak. Just looking at this, Pacers, they're in 4th place. Yeah, they're only 1 game behind the Knicks, so they actually could take the 3rd spot. So they actually have incentive to play. Magic, they can't really do anything. They're locked into a playing game regardless, so we'll see if they're resting people. Judging by the line, I feel like they probably are, but Pacers have definitely a big incentive to play. I'm assuming they're not just calling it quits. I think it'd be dumb because they could take the 3rd seed, and if you have a chance to move up, you always want to move up. Because the lower down you are, you're going to play the better teams. You want to be a 3rd seed. So yeah, the Pacers 5-0 at home here. Yeah, I like the Pacers. Magic, nothing to play for. They're in a playing game, so I'll take Pacers -7.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got the Charlotte Hornets versus the Boston Celtics. Boston opening up as a 19.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 214.5. Hornets coming into this matchup 19-61. Boston 59-21. Head-to-head, Boston 9-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 7-3 covering the spread. Charlotte 1-9 in their last 10. I mean, it doesn't really even matter for Charlotte. Boston, they're coming off a bad Magic loss, but they rested all their guys. And Boston, they got the 2 seed lockdown. They rested their guys last game. I don't think they're going to play their players against the Hornets here. This is a big spread if they're going to be resting their guys. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense for Boston to play their starters here. I don't know why. They can't move up or down. They've got the 2 seed lockdown. We saw Boston, without all their stars playing, they got killed against the Magic. Yeah, I mean, listen, if they're resting everybody here, I'm going to take a shot with the Hornets plus 19.5 on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the New York Knicks. Knicks opening up as a 7.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 226.5. Cavs coming into this matchup 63-17. The Knicks 50-30. Head-to-head, the Cavs 3-0 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. 3-0 covering the spread. The Cavs coming off a close Pacers loss yesterday. They rested everybody. Played the Pacers pretty well. The Knicks on a 2-game losing streak coming off a Detroit loss. So the Knicks, they are in 3rd. Like I said, the Pacers have a chance to jump them. So I don't think the Knicks want to do that. Cavs, they're already locked into 1st. Rested all their guys last game. I'm sure there's no incentive for them to play their guys again today on a back-to-back. The Cleveland, they're done. They're done for the season. They're resting for the playoffs. There's nothing they could do here. Knicks, they don't want to fall to 4th. Stay in 3rd. Win this game against the Cleveland's backups. And we'll take the Knicks -7.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Miami Heat versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Heat opening up as a 13.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 215.5. Heat coming into this matchup 36-44. The Pelicans 21-59. Head-to-head, Miami 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 7-3 covering the spread. Miami coming off a Chicago loss. Pelicans, they're on a 5-game losing streak coming off a Bucks loss. And yeah, the Heat, I mean, this game doesn't matter. They're locked into the 10th. It's like they could move up to 9th or 8th, depending on what they do, but none of that even matters because since 7 through 10 is in a in a playing spot. None of this matters at all, really. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if the Heat are just like content, because I mean they can't move down, so they're locked into a playing seat. It doesn't. They're tied with 4 of the same team. Them, Bulls, Hawks, and Magic are 4 of the most same teams I've ever seen in my life. Like, you just look at them on, you're like, yeah, they're all the same. You could put one at 7, at 10, 9, 8, doesn't matter. You can flip all of them. They're the same team. High spread. I don't know. I feel like they probably shouldn't be playing their starters. Not that they're even good enough. Not that it even matters. Their starters weren't good enough to begin with this season. That's why they're in 10th place. I don't know. Big number here. I'll take the Pelicans plus 13.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Washington Wizards versus the Chicago Bulls. Bulls opening up as a 16.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 235.5. Wizards coming into this matchup 17-63. The Bulls 37-43. Head-to-head, Chicago 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Washington on a 4-game losing streak, coming off a Philly loss. Chicago coming off a Miami win. Same thing. I mean, the Bulls, they're in 9th place. You know, they could take 8th. They're down on the Hawks, but like I said, they can't get the 6th seed, which is a guaranteed lock. So in the playoffs, so these games don't even matter. And it's just like, the Bulls are dealing with a lot of injuries. Should be they need to be fresh for their playing game if they want to have any kind of chance of getting into the playoffs and winning those games. I don't think they need to be playing any of their starters against the Wizards here. The numbers, obviously the Wizards numbers are pretty bad, but this is a big number here. I don't know. Bulls, why would they even play? Give me the Wizards plus 16.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Raptors versus the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas opening up as an 11.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 224.5. Toronto coming into this matchup 30-50. Dallas 38-42. Head-to-head, Dallas 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Toronto on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Charlotte win. Dallas on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a Lakers loss. Toronto just 2-6 against Dallas, 2-5 on the road against Dallas. Dallas 0-5 covering, 1-9 covering at home. Dallas, sadly, they're in the play-in game. I was hoping they didn't make the play-in game. Listen, as much as I am a Mavs fan, I just don't want the Mavs to make the playoffs this year, because then if they make the playoffs and they end up doing well, and let's say they go far, it's going to look like that Luka trade was good. And as a Mavs fan, we can't have that. We need this to be a miserable season, because that's what we deserve. We don't deserve it, but also we do deserve it for what happened. So they're locked into the 10th seed. They could take the 9th seed if they win and the Kings lose, but none of that matters. They can't go down, so they're locked into the 10th seed. And the only games that matter in the West are 3 through 8. So Mavs are just in a weird spot. It doesn't really matter. They can rest their starters. They can do whatever. Listen, the Mavs haven't been good with their starters because they're all injured. So, like, Anthony Davis hasn't really been dominant since he's been back. So, I don't know. Yeah, give me Toronto plus 11.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we've got the Brooklyn Nets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota opening up as an 18.5 point home favorites with the over-under at 216.5. Nets coming into this matchup 26-54. Minnesota 47-33. Head-to-head, Minnesota 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 7-3 covering the spread. Brooklyn coming off an Atlanta loss. Minnesota coming off a big Memphis win. Man, is Minnesota freaking blessed right now. Listen how crazy this is. From Lakers are in 3rd seed. They're at 49 wins. Nuggets, Clippers, 48 wins. Warriors, Grizzlies, Timberwolves, 47 wins. So these are must-win games, and Timberwolves just got blessed playing the Nets with their last 2 games left. They just got really blessed. If you're a Minnesota fan, you're probably happy. Hopefully they don't blow this game. They should come out and stomp them out. They do have 3 games left, though. They are going to play. They are going to play. No, 2 games left. So they're playing. Yeah, Minnesota's got the greatest ride to close out the season ever. They're playing Brooklyn and Utah next to close out the season. Maybe the spread, betting wise, yeah, I don't know, but real life wise, man, that's what you want to see from Minnesota, because they literally need Grizzlies and Warriors to lose. Nuggets, Clippers. They can't take the Lakers. Actually, they can. I'm lying. That's crazy. They have a chance. Let's just say the Lakers lose their next 2. Minnesota could be number 3 if there's some stuff happens. But they're in the play-in right now, so they got a good chance at winning these next 2. I would say the odds are pretty high winning these next 2 and getting to the top 6 seed. Like, they can definitely do that as long as some of these teams take like 1 loss. So some of these teams take like 1 loss. They're pretty much. It's going to be a madness, but yeah, give me Minnesota here. I mean, must-win game for them. Give me Timberwolves minus 18.5 in money line at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Denver Nuggets. Denver opening up as a 7.5-point home favorite with the over/under at 240.5. Memphis coming into this matchup 47-33. Denver 48-32. Head-to-head, Denver 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 7-3 covering the spread. Memphis, they're coming off a bad Minnesota loss yesterday. Denver, they're coming off a Sacramento win. Memphis 0-5 covering on the road against Denver. 1-6 against Denver. 1-4 covering against Denver here. Listen, this is a massive game. This is a monster game. Biggest game of the year for these two, really. Western Conference, you got the Nuggets in 4th place at 48-32. Grizzlies 47-33. If Nuggets win, they'll be tied with Lakers for 3rd. Tonight's going to be is huge. It's going to be huge with like every team playing. Grizzlies, that loss put them in 7th. They're tied in 7th with the Warriors and the Timberwolves. This is crazy because if the Nuggets lose, man, they're in 4th place. Currently, at this point in time, they're locked into the playoffs. If they lose today, they could be facing a play-in game. So the West is insane. These are must-win games between these two teams. And if the Grizzlies lose, they're like, regardless, Grizzlies are in a play-in tournament, but they have a chance to. That's what's crazy. Grizzlies, Timberwolves, Warriors, Clippers, Nuggets, Lakers, all have a chance to lock in a 3 through 6 seed. Even the Lakers aren't safe at 3. That's how crazy this is. So these are must-win games for every team here, and Memphis couldn't afford to lose against Memphis. Now they're coming to Denver, where they are horrible on the road against Denver. 1-6 against Denver. Can't cover on the road here. Yeah, definitely worried about Memphis here, and Denver. I don't know. I think Jokic finds a way at home. I'm taking the dominant team player here, and it's just, I don't know. I think Denver gets it done here. They know what's at stake. Give me Denver minus 7.5 in money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Utah Jazz. Thunder opening up as a 10.5-point road favorite with the over/under at 233.5. Thunder coming into this matchup 66-15. The Jazz 17-63. Head-to-head, OKC 9-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 7-3 covering the spread. They're on a 2-game winning streak. Utah coming off a Portland win. Thunder, they got the first seed locked down. Should be resting everybody today. There's no reason for them to risk any kind of injury playing against the Jazz here. So, I'm just going to assume they're resting their team. And, we know how good OKC is. Resting their team, though. Give me the Jazz plus 10.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Golden State Warriors versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Warriors opening up as a 13.5-point road favorite with the over/under at 226.5. Warriors coming into this matchup 47-33. Portland 35-45. Head-to-head, the Warriors 9-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Warriors coming off a bad Spurs loss. That's a tough loss for them. Portland coming off a Utah loss. Yeah, the Warriors, they could not afford that loss. That should have been an easy win for them against the Spurs, and they could have been tied with the Nuggets and Clippers. Now they're sitting in 6th, tied with the Grizzlies, tied with Timberwolves, 6-8. So this is tough. And Blazers, not like a team you sleep on. So Blazers had a much improved year this year with the 35 wins. Yeah, Warriors must-win game. One of their probably the biggest game of the year so far for the Warriors. Like, if they lose this, like they're locked. They're tied for 6th. They want to make the playoffs. You do not want to see the Warriors. I mean, who wants to see Curry and stuff in a playing game where they could potentially lose? Like, come on, we want to see the Warriors in the playoffs. It's just Curry's fun, Jimmy's fun in the playoffs. Go ahead and do your job, the Warriors, today. And they're 8-0 against Portland, 5-1 on the road against Portland. Give me the Warriors minus 13.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Sacramento Kings. Clippers opening up as a 5.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 226.5. Clippers coming into this matchup 48-32. The Kings 39-41. Head-to-head, Clippers 3-0 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. 2-1 covering the spread. Clippers, they are on a 6-game winning streak coming off a Houston win. Sacramento coming off a Denver loss. Same with the Clippers. Must-win game for the Clippers. Kings, they're already locked into the 9th. They could be 10 if the Mavericks win, but regardless, Kings are getting a play-in spot. But yeah, Clippers, they're in 5th. They can't afford a loss. They do not want to be in the play-in, so a lot of incentive for the Clippers to play here. And yeah, if the Lakers lose tonight, if the Nuggets lose tonight, you got Clippers tied for 3rd. But you know, if a combination of the Clippers losing and the Warriors are right behind them, Grizzlies, Timberwolves especially. I mean, they're playing the Jazz in Brooklyn these next 2 games. So just imagine, I would imagine Timberwolves are going to get to that 49 win mark. So Clippers, they need to win. They need to win out here to avoid the Timberwolves schedule. Grizzlies play Denver. Tough game for them. Warriors should win. So, you know, they need to stay winning here. So give me Clippers minus 5.5 on money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got the San Antonio Spurs versus the Phoenix Suns. Suns opening up as a 4.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 232.5. Spurs coming into this matchup 33-47. The Suns 35-45. Head-to-head, Phoenix 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Spurs, they're coming off a Warriors win. Phoenix on an 8-game losing streak. Their season's cooked. Disappointing year for the Suns. Yeah, it's bad if you're a Suns fan. They have their future is bad. They're paying Beal and Booker like $50+ million the next few years. I mean, I don't know if they really have any kind of draft picks or anything. It's pretty rough, and yeah, they're in a bad spot here. I don't have any confidence in Phoenix. Spurs, well, they're just playing out the season. Came off a nice Warriors win. Finished the season strong. Give me Spurs plus 4.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Houston Rockets versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers opening up as a 9.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 225.5. Houston coming into this matchup 52-28. The Lakers 49-31. Head-to-head, Houston 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Houston, they're coming off a Clippers loss. Lakers coming off a big Dallas win. Yeah, must-win game for the Lakers. Houston, yeah, I'm sure they're resting everybody. They're locked into the 2 seed. So yeah, I don't think the Lakers, let's see, do they have 3 games left? Let me see. So if they do, Lakers have a chance to tie potentially. I don't know. No, Lakers just have 2 games left. This is it. So Lakers can't come in second. Houston's got second locked down. And yeah, Lakers must-win game for them. Their biggest game of the year, because listen, you guys have watched the other matchups. Lakers can't lose. They are locked. They're not locked. They're in 3rd. A loss tonight with the Nuggets and Clippers right behind them. Yeah, Lakers need to win. As long as the Lakers win, they're going to be, as long as they win their next 2, man, they're going to lock down that 3rd seed. But man, if they for some reason lose these next 2 games, Houston should be rushing their starters. Man, Lakers have a chance to go from being locked into 3rd to being in the play-in, because Timberwolves should win their next 2. They're going to be at 49 wins. Warriors could potentially be at 49 wins. Grizzlies could as well. Nuggets could be at 50. Clippers could be at 50. Lakers have a chance to be in a game up to be at 51 and avoid that mess. So go do your job, Lakers. Houston's going to be resting their guys. They're locked in. They are 0-9 on the road against the Lakers here. Lakers, do your job today. Give me Lakers minus 9.5 and money line at home today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.